Hey, good morning, everybody. Steve got at pool here. So today we're back at the Grotto pool, and basically I hope I put everybody in a good spot, view-wise, and I'm gonna talk to you a little bit as I'm going around and getting stuff set up. I got here before everybody else. There was a company meeting this morning for all the service techs and everybody that's involved in closing pools this year, and I was excused from the meeting so that I could come out here to finish pumping the water out of the pool. So, and that's what I'm doing. I'm here sifting through my toolbox again. I want to try to get this ladder out of the way here. Basically, to take these ladders out, I use a half-inch deep socket, or well, it doesn't need to be a deep socket, but this one, it's recessed in the pavers a little bit, and sometimes you can get it to the point where you can turn it with your hand. Basically, all you're trying to do is just lift it up, lift the bolt up out of the ground. I don't know, a half inch or so. And then once you get it to that point, you take your socket and you tap that bolt back down. So what it's doing is this bolt is connected to a little brass wedge anchor, and the more you tighten it, the more it compresses that wedge anchor against the ladder. So I loosen this bolt a little bit, and then when I punch it down, it separates that wedge anchor a little bit from the ladder. So at some point, the rest of the crew is going to be showing up, when the meeting's over. And one of the things they're probably talking about in the meeting, in the closing videos, is taking ladders out and making sure that the ladders have the ladder bumpers on the ladders. Because sometimes when you lift the ladder out of the pool, those ladder bumpers sometimes fall off, the rubber ladder bumpers. So that's just something to pay attention to when you are closing your pool, to check and make sure those bumpers didn't fall off. All right, so that's up and out of the way there for you. And basically what I'm going to do, like I said, in the sneak peek video yesterday, I came and explained why I left water in the pool, why I didn't pump it out, just in case there was groundwater. So what I'm going to do, and I'm probably going to be out of frame, but I'm going to be working on cutting the liner out of the shallow end and taking off any face plates that I can in the shallow end while the water's pumping out. Maybe I can get into that conversation cove, that grotto area. I think what I want to do is I'd like to bring the camera in there a little later on. So if you're just tuning into this and you want to see inside the grotto, I will do something separately inside there. Be nice if I could get somebody to go down that slide when the pool's filled up with the camera. That'd be kind of cool. I don't know if my iPhone is waterproof, but basically what I'm doing here is I'm taking a broom and I'm just, after you pump the pool out, there's always a little bit of water left over in the shallow end. So I just usually take a broom and sweep that water down, or a good strong leaf blower. Sometimes you can cut it and kind of just like lift the water up into the deep end. So at this stage of the game, when I'm getting into cutting out the liner for the first time, this is at the point I think I've said this before, where you kind of realize what you're getting into on the job. You're getting your first eyes at what the hard bottom looks like, or if it's a sand bottom. Obviously, I know that this one's a hard bottom because we built the pool, and we also get to see how well our work has held up. So, one unfortunate thing that happened here on this job is when I pulled in, I pulled in on one side of the gate over there. It's a big property, and it was probably, maybe 30 paces from the truck to the pool. 30 steps. And she came out and asked me to move my truck to the other end, the other side of the house. And I counted the amount of steps. It was 100 paces. So that's how much extra walking we have to do to get stuff from the truck. Luckily, we have a big crew today, so it's going to be 4 people. You're also going to meet my new helper. I met him this morning at the shop. His name's Tom. I asked him if he's okay with being recorded and being on camera. He said yes. He shook my hand, firm, looked me in the eye. He's 50 years old, I guess. So he's 5 years older than me. So let's see how it goes. Now you're also going to see everybody's favorite employee at Giuliano's Pools. Bob Jones is going to be here today. Bob Jones, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause for Bob Jones. He's going to be here soon, I promise. We'll get an interview with him at some point. I can't promise the Bob Jones interview will be in this video. Okay, no, it doesn't bother us.
So listen, I'm gonna order pizza for you guys. What's a good lunchtime?
What's a good lunchtime?
Yeah, and how many? Look at this. I don't give a shit. I should put my dogs in.
That's a tough call on what time lunchtime is.
I know. What do you? I forgot your name again.
My name's Steve.
Steve. Oh my God, how can I forget? I was more focused on the grow with you last night, Jeff.
Steve, yeah.
So about what? About half a dozen guys?
It's gonna be 4 of us.
Oh, okay. I'll do a meat lovers. You guys like meat lovers?
Yep, I'm sure some of the guys would like that. I'm more of a cheese kind of guy.
Maybe I'll do half meat lover, half cheese.
Yeah, that's probably plenty.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'll put a tablecloth over there. I'll put the fan on. You guys can have lunch there, or if you want to go in your trucks and cool off with the air condition.
I mean, to be frank, I'd like to say that lunch would be sometime between 12 and 1.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
And then it's not going to get cold, and I'll put a tablecloth and you guys can eat over there.
Perfect.
Yeah, I mean, they're not even here yet. I'm sure they have
They'll
breakfast.
be here soon. There was a meeting at the shop this morning. Because it's closing season.
Yeah.
So.
A lot going on.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. So maybe I'll push for 1 then. By the time they get here,
Yeah. Because what we're going to be doing is, we'll finish pumping the water out. We're just going to be taking the liner out.
Yeah.
We're going to be taking all the old foam off and refoaming everything.
So it'll be all day by 10. The water truck will come today, you think?
I think, sometime between 3 and 4 is a safe time to plan for water.
And you'll be ready for it. Okay.
I think we'll be ready.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in no rush. You know what I mean? It's up. You guys do this every day. You know what you're doing.
I'm fairly confident we'll be ready because I'm here. Joe Forte, our new construction liner installer, is going to be here. His helper Bob Jones, who's been with the company for 20 years.
Yeah.
And my new helper Tom is going to be here.
Great. And then how about the lights? Like that?
The lights all get pulled out of the light niche.
Okay.
Yep.
So we'll just make sure. That's why I'm glad. We'll make sure that they're working before we. Because I know one time, poor Mark had to come in during the winter. They blew out all of a sudden. A couple years ago, what the freak? The lights blew out.
Yeah, Mark Carney. He's the only one that knows how to run the system. I hear, right?
I know. I love Mark. How many times I called him? Mark. All right, Tom.
He relocated up
Maine,
north.
Right?
Yeah, I think he's up in New York.
Oh my God, I miss
Up near
him.
Hudson. Yeah.
I know, and his wife Erica, but
His Katie, his wife Katie.
Yeah, Katie. That's right, Katie.
Yeah, Katie.
Yeah. Well, so we'll make sure. I guess we'll test the lights before we fill her up, right? Just to make sure.
So I'm gonna be frank with you.
Yep.
I'm not the automation guy either,
Okay.
and we might be able to get somebody else out here that can test them.
Oh, okay.
Either way, we'll have them reinstalled, and you know, if you know how to turn them on, certainly,
Oh, yeah.
maybe you could show us.
Yeah. Yeah. I will. I'll show you.
That system's pretty complicated. I'm a liner installer. I'm
know.
not trained in that system,
It's a
because a couple of our
lot.
guys have actually had to go and take training classes to
It's
run that. So
it's
I'd rather
crazy.
just have them take
I
care of that.
Steve, I don't blame you. You have enough to do.
Yeah.
I can keep them. I don't want to keep them on, but I'll show you just so you know.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's still take a
Well,
look.
this is exciting. I'm really excited. See how fat the liner? 10 years, I think. It got faded.
Was it 10 years ago?
Maybe just about.
It's not a feather on my forehead. It's a microphone, if you're
right.
wondering.
Oh, I didn't even know it.
The camera's right here, so we're just gonna walk by it quickly.
Good. Oh, I don't.
Yeah, there you go. You can walk
I don't
around.
wanna hit my fat mouth in the-
I'm just recording for like 10, 15, 20
I
minutes.
think it's great. I don't want to be in it though.
I
So
understand.
here's the pool lights right here. Everything is marked.
So you're gonna try to turn them on right now?
Yeah.
This one's not. Oh, they all just shut off quickly.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It
1,
takes a
2,
little while for it to kind of like connect.
3,
Yeah, that's
4,
the point.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All 6 are working.
Yeah, it was great all summer too, Steve. So, but just so you know, that's how you turn it
Yeah,
on.
we'll take them apart, but now I know how we can check them when we're done.
Yeah, just to prevent an acid. Excuse my French.
Just this one button on the bottom
That's
here.
it. Yeah, and I want to put the fan on for you guys.
Oh, there's a fan out here.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's actually just right
Oh,
here.
that's
but it's,
fantastic.
It's something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, good. I'll get out of here and I'll have the pizza around. We'll do half cheese, half pepper, half meat lovers. Is that
Yeah,
all right?
you're definitely not in our hair. You come out anytime and ask questions.
I grew up with all this, so I kind of get intrigued by it. You know what I mean? So, all right, and I'll get some soda and stuff, and I'll put everything I can eat here. I'll put a cloth on here. Just
Okay.
because you're like my kids.
I appreciate it.
Be careful. Be careful.
We'll do our best as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Don't know. I'm just saying to me. Oh, so that's what it looks like. It's very interesting.
Oh yeah. Well, in about an hour or so, we should have. Well, I shouldn't say an hour, but in about an hour, hour and a half, maybe all that water will be pumped out, and we can start cutting everything out and get a good look at everything.
I'm
Yeah.
so excited. I can't even tell you.
Yeah.
I love my home, Steve.
Yeah, I love my
excited.
home too. I know what you mean. I just put a pool in my house.
Ah, what town are you?
Summers.
Oh, I love Summers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And we just put a pool in our house, and I was up in the pool area last night, and I said to myself, you know what? I love my backyard now. You know.
I love it.
And I've never really said that before.
Yep. I
So,
love it. I
yeah.
love it. You know, you find peace. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a lot of work. I
Oh,
manage
yeah.
this whole place. My
Yeah,
husband
yeah.
does the dealerships. I do all the. You need it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like I'm like a manager here.
Yeah.
You know. But you
Oh,
have
yeah.
to sit and just say, God, I love it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like telling my dog,
Well, I love that I can come and enjoy other people's backyards with, so.
We're doing some changes. Everything got very grown.
Yep.
You have to really. I'm like, where's our Luminscape lighting? We have Rob from a Luminscape. He's just awesome.
Yep.
He's just great. So, all right, I don't want to bother you. All
You're
right.
good.
Now, I came up. I want to turn the sprinkler system off. It's getting too wet.
You're good.
Now.
I'm actually I think let me check how long I've been recording, because I might just close this down here anyway. No, I think all right. So this is a good time to actually close this video down, guys. We'll just call this the intro video to a beautiful pool, and stay tuned for the next one. Steve Got It Pool.